I usually tell guys, most guys feel best between 20 and 40 nanograms per deciliter,
Yep.
is what I tell
Yeah,
them.
I'm really like 25 to 35 is, I feel like even my little narrower sweet spots. 20 to 40 is all great, but I just feel like once you're getting 35, 40, then that's when I'm somewhat either like putting them on blood pressure meds or, like getting a little bit more side effects, acne, that kind of stuff. So I've even kind of narrowed it recently to about 25 to 35 is really my sweet spot for most guys. Again, that's symptoms, and that's not going to be my end all say all. But I'd say the majority of my guys kind of fall in around 25 to 35 free testosterone.
And I would agree with you too. That's where they end up landing. Because the other thing I usually tag under that too, more isn't better. You
Yeah.
might think it's going to be until you try to live with it, and now you're, maybe you don't feel so great. You're feeling anxious. You're not sleeping well. This isn't where you want to be. Yeah, you're hypertensive. But also with that too, it seems like guys who are, more efficient machines in general, they're sleeping well. They're not drinking alcohol. They're not carrying a lot of body fat. They're hitting in the gym. They're carrying a good amount of muscle mass. They can tolerate those higher free T levels better.
Yeah.
I mean, in my experience, I see it's not as big a
I
deal.
typically run
Yeah.
my active guys definitely a little hotter than my like older guys that aren't as active. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the active guys, just symptoms, labs all correlate better. Like if they got a little bit of cardio, their hematocrit's not gonna be 58, and their blood pressure is gonna be lower, so they can just physiologically handle a better testosterone level. And
Right.
so,
Yeah. You
I'm
don't
in the
want to put
same boat.
rocket fuel in your '84 Corolla. You're gonna blow the rear end out of that thing.